You know, for the last week, it's been like 5 degrees and raining. Today, it's like -10 and snowing. I'm telling you, Mother Nature cannot decide what she wants this winter to be. Remember when these things were on every street corner? These Panasonic OmniVision VCRs? This particular one is one of those. PV9450. I don't think it's one of the nice ones that supports SVHS quasi-playback, but maybe it does and it just doesn't call it out. But yeah, you don't see these very often anymore because obviously VCRs are pretty much worthless because nobody uses them anymore. Picked this up this past week. I forget which day. I don't think that really says anything on it. Well, it does say when it was tested. January 4th. It's probably around when I picked it up. That's not the point of the video. Obviously, the point of the video is the thing underneath it, which I picked up on the same day, but it had been sitting around for a little bit longer. I can't tell what it says on it. I'm assuming it says as is, but we'll see what we've got here. This is another one of these black and silver HP things. I think I have 2 others, so this is now the 3rd one of these. These are another thing that used to flow through the streets. Everybody had one. They're pretty common. And for an HP computer, they're not terrible. But you could certainly get better. This particular one is a dc7800 SFF, of course, with one of these AST service tags on it. This one, unlike the last one of these that I picked up, has not been hacked up to install a video card. Although it might have had an add to card in it at some point. Or maybe a video card, I don't know. But it doesn't anymore. It does have the serial port right there. I think the back panel is a little bit different. I don't know if you could hack this one up quite like the last one was hacked up. But, anyway, pretty typical. It only has a line in and out for the audio. I'm surprised to not see a microphone. But I think that was common for HP. Parallel, serial, PS2, so it's got a full card of legacy ports, which is nice. 6 USB and the Ethernet, and of course you get 4 expansion card slots, although I don't think you actually get 4. I'll take a look at that when I pull the top cover. Looks like maybe a little bit of melting damage right there. I'm going to assume by a cigarette or something similar. Okay, what do we got for a drive in the front here? I know it's got a hard drive. I think it had an 80 gigabyte Seagate drive, if I remember right, which is the only reason why I bought this. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered. It's not really worth anything. Just a DVD-ROM, but a CD burner. I'll probably find a replacement for that and get something a little better. Doesn't look like it's inhaled the family cat or anything like that, so that's kind of neat. Let's see if we can get this open on camera. Because I gave $20 for it. I think the one that was hacked up, I gave more. Okay. Do you think I can do this? Or is it stuck now? Oh, there we go. That was just really stuck. Alright. So pull this off. Reveal the magic within. It's the original optical drive, not that I expected anything different. With an HP brand on it. Not sure who manufactured it, but it's from August of 2007, so that gives us a rough manufacture date of the computer itself. I don't know if you could put a floppy drive in here. I think you could, if you wanted to, but I don't know if the power supply actually has the connector for it. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh yeah, it does. Look at that. Right there. So that's cool. You could put a floppy drive in this if you wanted to, and that's awfully tempting to do, but I think I might experiment with that later. You do actually get all 4 of the expansion slots, and that would not have been used for video cards. That was probably like a wireless card or something like that, maybe Bluetooth or something similar. PCI, 2 of the X1 style PCI Express, and then 1 full X16. Although I think It is labeled X16, but on some of these you can only use that for what's called an Add To card. Because it wouldn't supply enough power to be able to run a full-scale video card, but I think this one probably can. Add To, by the way, is a DVI port. It allows you to add a DVI to the onboard video. I'm not sure if that battery is still good, but it probably is. I don't see a lot of these where those are dead. There's a proprietary power supply, so I hope that it actually works. I didn't plug it in to test it, because I didn't care. This thing's got enough ports on it that, well, I can certainly use this for, it's got enough ports. It's got enough parts that I can use it for parts, you know. Instead of spending $20 on some of these things, I'd have them in this, and I get to make this video, so this video might actually make back some of this money. I just noticed that we've got 3 memory modules in here for some reason. I have no idea why there's only 3, but clearly it was an attempted upgrade. I'm not sure if we'll be able to actually read what they say on them, maybe with the camera. Let's see. That's a 1 gig right there. So probably 3 or 4 gigs would be my guess. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a try after I've cleaned up my work area, because that stack of boxes is going to make it hard to plug a computer in over there. Alright. Got it connected up here. See if it does anything. Okay. Just turned off. There's a bad fan in it somewhere. Oh, green light. Power supply works. But I don't think the computer is doing anything. Okay, so we do have a problem. But power supply is not bad, so at least we got that going. Let me check the RAM situation. Well, that's better. Had this installed, 2 GB in the primary RAM slot. The other 2 are the factory original memory modules. So it came with 2 gigs originally. I do want to point out that this looks like this had a 4-year warranty on it, which is pretty decent. I'll let it count up the memory. I'll put these back while we're at it. There's no reason for them to be sitting up. I did ask it to go into setup. Not that it matters. I know most of the pertinent details. I'm kind of curious what CPU this has, though, because I didn't even see I don't see a Core 2 sticker on it or anything like that. Oh, battery's dead. Following configuration options were automatically updated. 2 gigs of RAM, a Tappy DVD-C, no idea what that is, and a Seagate 80 GB hard drive. F1 to save changes. It'll reboot and will not go into setup like I wanted it to. I'll beep yourself with your time and date crap. Alright, system information. Holy crap. Well, I think that was one of the fastest Core 2 quads they had. This thing can support that? I'm not sure if somebody upgraded the CPU at some point. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see anything obvious. I want to turn on the video light. Thank you. It doesn't look like that's been pulled. So, that's interesting. I didn't think that a system this small would actually be able to work with a chip that large. Huh. Oh, that being said, it's not like that's one of the old Kensfield chips, which used to get obscenely hot and had a 105 watt TDP. Or it's like some of the Pentium 4s with the 130 watt TDP. don't remember what the Q9650 has. I don't know, did they actually have any better ones? I seem to recall saying, because I have a system somewhere around here, an SLI rig with a 9550 in it, that the 9650 was as good as it got unless you wanted an extreme edition. So, that is not bad, my friends. Not bad at all. Holy moly. Huh. Well, I did not expect to see that. I wonder if this is one of the nice ones that allows you to ramp the... Oh, it is. Yeah, that front panel fan is bad. It is very bad. I don't know which one it is. I can't actually tell. I think it's the one that's in the front, not the one that's going to be difficult to replace in the back. That's fun to do. Anyway, I'm going to get out of this. I might check the configuration options, then we'll see if it boots into anything. You know, the thing that's kind of interesting is, I'll beep yourself, is that the other one, I think, had a weak CPU in it, and they chose to hack it up to install a GPU. They would have been much better off with this, with its high-end CPU. Not that it would have done anything for the video. They probably still would have had to hack it up to install the beefy video card, but... Uh-oh. Well, that was not good. I'm not sure why it just turned off. Press F1 to boot. Is it going to work this time? Maybe there is a problem with the hard drive, I don't know. Oh god. Well, I think I found another problem. That's Windows 10, that's going to grind like it was making coffee. It's not terrifically cold out here, but one possible thought is that maybe it's tripping out on a thermal event, thermal underload. I don't think it knows. I don't think it's smart enough for that. I think I tested the optical drive already, but... yeah, it seems to work. That might never start up. Not with 2 gigs. Ouch. Well, I'll come back when it's done something interesting. Okay, this might be a fresh install because I've never had an existing Windows install ask me that question. Continue in English. I'm not sure why Turkish is the only other option. Now we wait for another couple of years. Maybe it will do something, I don't know. But yeah, this is this is not really all that usable. The stuff that's installed on the system is 5300. I wasn't paying attention to what this is doing. Well, I'm not keeping this installed anyway, so I don't care what region it's set to. Don't care. Don't care. Oh, the screen just went completely blank. So that's good. Very good sign. Let's connect you to a network. I don't have internet. Don't care. License agreement. Woo. I read that very carefully. Who's going to use this PC? No password. Again, because I don't care. Decline. Off, 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 off. Is that everything? Yes. Yeah, so this is a fresh install. At least that's my assumption. So, unfortunately, no data to peruse. Which is fine. I mean, the last thing I want is to get a computer and find out that it's loaded with porn. Which seems to happen fairly often. This might take several minutes. It might take several years. That hard drive light has not shut off the entire time this thing's been running. Wish I had something else to work on while this was, you know, going on. It's not like I don't have 1,000 things sitting in here that I need to do videos of. And yes, I do hear your comments and your emails. I'll get to them when I get to them, folks. I'd like them to not be sitting in here, though, so it might be sooner rather than later. Really gotta clean up in here. There's so much crap sitting all over the place. Stuff that doesn't need to sit all over the place, like cables and peripherals and parts and etc. Stuff that can be picked up, no problem. It's just sitting around because I've been lazy this past little while. And just haven't felt like really doing much of anything. You know, I amass all these projects almost all at once and then don't do anything with any of them. Like, there's a Pentium system that's sitting over there that I've had for, like, what, 2 years now? No, it can't have been 2 years. Certainly a year. But anything with that? No. It's just sat there. In fact, it was sitting out in the shed for a while, and now it's sitting in here, doing absolutely nothing. It's kind of sad, really. Thinking about all this stuff. I've amassed so many computers, and I just don't have enough motivation to deal with them. There's an Apple Cinema display over there I gotta fix, that I bought, and have I done anything with that? No. Windows stays up to date to help protect you in an online world. Well, the computer's not connected to the network, so I don't know what the hell you're wasting your time doing. Not working is more like it. Then I have things like this, which are completely worthless. Yeah. And the thing beside it. Ooh, we're almost there now. Wowee. Microsoft Edge. Does it look like I care? Well, I guess I gotta deal with it, don't I? Sure, fine, whatever. Don't care, shut up. Don't care. Get out of here, you're not gonna find anything anyway. Disappear. Okay, so yeah, this is a blank installation of Windows 10. Could have been done by the thrift store for all I know. Yeah, the clock's not good. It thinks it's 2020 still. That's probably the last time it was actually used. Do we have a Windows? Yeah, we got a Windows.old folder, which is empty. Is it empty? Are you sure about that? Yeah, nothing. Default user 0. Well, I'm not keeping the install anyway, so if it blows up, it blows up. Nothing, 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 nothing. Alright, so there's nothing on this, really. What version of Windows is this? Yeah, it's not that new. Windows 10 Home, and it's not even activated. Look at that. Fun stuff, eh? Doesn't even tell me what version it is. But it's gotta be pre-20H2. Because I think 20H2 got rid of this classic display. See if we can find out what version it is. That's about the only other useful thing this'll do. If this'll ever open. I'm not going to run data recovery software on this, as tempting as it is, because, to be honest, I don't care. I really don't care what this thing did in a previous life. I mean, I kind of do. I would like to know why it was spec'd with such a huge CPU, but, you know, yeah, that's a pretty old version. 1909. Huh. That was probably, I'm trying to think. Now, 20H2 would have been out in December of 2020, so I don't know why this is running such an old version, just that it is. I might run data recovery software on it anyway, but I don't know how worth it really is. Do I still have the USB out here that's got it on it? Probably somewhere. Okay, forget that nonsense. It's probably out here somewhere, but I'm not going to waste too much time looking for it, so we're just going to conclude the video with that. All in all, not a bad little system. Certainly worth putting some RAM in, because 2 gigs is not really enough for much of anything anymore. And it's really sad. It used to be that you could get away with 512 megs, but not anymore. These days, 8 gigs is almost not even enough. Most of my system builds, I'm putting 16 in now. So, 16 seems to be good enough for most anything anyway, but that being said, this is probably worth putting 4 gigs in. Certainly wouldn't be too difficult to put 4 gigs in this. I can probably scrounge up enough memory to put 8 in it, but I don't know if I really want to waste a whole bunch of 2 gigabyte memory modules on this, which might not see a whole lot of use. So, there it is. Let's see if it turns back on again. It was doing that before when I would hit the power switch. But, anyway. So there you go. There's your dc7800 SFF with a positively massive CPU in it.